Welcome. There is a reason why this video found you. You're going to receive messages from your higher self, from your divine angelic team, messages that are meant to really guide you and move you forward into your highest, most aligned timeline, version of yourself, all of those amazing things. If you're new here, my name's Heather Ness. I am an intuitive and someone that is deeply passionate about helping you connect in with your soul. I truly believe that we are all intuitive beings, and my mission right now in this lifetime is to help you connect in with the voice of your soul. In this video, I'm going to be helping you connect in with your intuitive guidance, and I'm going to tell you they really showed up. This is a week that is really going to, I want to say this message is for the week, although know that what you start this week or what you begin this week is something that is going to unfold over the next 9 months is what I'm getting. So this is like the beginning or the rebirth of something that is going to be like a 9-month process. The energy that I got when I went to the Akashic Records from your higher self, from your soul tribe, your soul team, is that this is a deeply intuitive week for you. This is a week about connection to self, connection to love, connection to partnerships. And it's also a very lucky, divinely guided energy. So let me go and take a look and see what I got. As you can see, I took a bunch of notes. Your higher self definitely showed up today. This is a week that is really meant to help balance the scales of masculine and feminine energy within you. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later in my second message that I got. But this is really a week that you're going to feel deeply connected on one-on-one experiences. You're going to feel that there is infinite possibilities. This is a week that shows up in a way that really has this, almost like this void energy. And when you hear void, you almost think of darkness. But I gotta tell you that this is very angelic void. This is a void that is very where all possibilities are possible. This is a void where you have infinite possibilities, and it is a very creative energy, and it is an energy that you're going to be receiving guidance from your higher team, from your higher self, your soul team. So this week, when you have these moments of ideas pop in, because you're going to have ideas begin to pop in, you may already be beginning to get those. Make sure you write them down, maybe a little voice note to yourself, text it to yourself. Maybe have a little notebook that you carry around. I don't know, but make sure you write it down so you don't lose it, because there are going to be moments of true genius that's going to come through. And these are all things that are leading to your highest, most aligned version in life for yourself. This is really guidance for you. And so when I will tell you that when I went to the Akashic Records, it gave off this beautiful yellow glow. And for some reason, I got the word canary yellow, right? Canary yellow is this beautiful sort of joyful energy, a little bright, but also a little bit soft. But it also is like a beacon of light and hope. And it's a bit of a warning signal, right? Because a canary in a coal mine is a warning, right? And so what this is saying is that you are going to be getting beautiful knowledge and information, almost like little downloads from your higher self, from your soul team, not as a warning as in something ominous is about to happen, but a warning or a reminder of something that is about to be good in your life. I really feel that even though it is a canary energy, it is not like a warning signal of something that is not good. It is a warning signal that something is shifting that is going to be for your highest and greatest good. And sometimes that happens, sometimes we get shifts in life where it shifts fast and almost a little sudden, and it kind of spooks us a little bit. And so your higher self, your soul team is letting you know that if you have a shift that happens, know that it is truly divinely supported and that there is nothing to be afraid of. Whatever is given and whatever is taken in this time over the next 9 months, know that this is aligning you to your highest, most abundant life possible. And that's just such a beautiful message to receive and start off with. That wasn't even me really getting the messages of the week. That was just the beginning. It was your soul team was showing up from the moment I began to meditate on this video, which I think is just super cool. Also, when I got this canary yellow kind of vision, I wrote down that something's going to come to light. Right? Something's going to come to light. Like I said, it's not a bad or ominous energy. Something's going to come to light through this canary yellow energy. And something's going to come to light of like where you want to be in the future, what is no longer maybe satisfying you or making you happy, what is the thing that you want to shift to really align to what makes you happy. It's really a time in which you want to, over the next week to 10 days, I'm receiving the message 10, over the next 10 days to really pay attention to the information that you receive and ask yourself, how does it fit within my body? How does it feel within my body? Because the message I'm getting is you get a lot of your intuition through your body. I'm not saying you don't get it other ways, but you're going to start noticing, if you start really paying attention to how you feel in the moment, you're going to know instantly if something is aligned for you or not. And that might be part of that coming to light moment, is that, you know, when you silence yourself or your thoughts for a moment and really ask yourself, how do I feel about something? You're going to begin to realize that you're very, very guided. Your team is very much guiding you right now. So let's get into the messages I got. When I was looking at the messages that was meant to come through, I got this very like beautiful rose feminine energy, like this divine feminine energy really showing up for us. And so whether or not you view yourself as masculine or feminine in the way you embody your life, I want you to understand that we all have a feminine intuitive energy within us. And so this is just really asking, and it's telling you that you are beginning to really, or if you are already very connected to this feminine energy, this flowy sort of like intuitive, divine mother kind of energy, you're going to begin expanding this. It's also a reminder that when it comes to the feminine energy is very flowy. It is like Mother Earth. It's like Mother Gaia. Things unfold in time and it doesn't happen instantaneously. So this is also a reminder that you are beginning to receive inner knowledge, divine knowledge. You're beginning to see like this inner commitment to yourself, and that it is going to begin to unfold over the next 9 months. If you think of seasons, right? We have 4 seasons in a year. Most of us do, right? I actually live in Las Vegas, so I have like 2 seasons. It's either hot or cold. There's nowhere in between. But seasonally, we know that life has these different seasons, right? There's a winter season, a spring season, a summer season, and a fall season. You want to view this new creation, this new idea that you have, this new thing that you're beginning to really feel excited about as this, because your soul team is really showing up to tell you that this thing is going to happen. It's going to begin. This idea that you have, this life that you want to have, it is going to happen. It's unfolding slowly. It's kind of like if you think of a rose, as it begins to open up its bloom, before its full bloom, it starts very, very small as a little tiny bud, and it takes time to grow, right? And fully come into itself. This is the same concept. This feminine energy is showing up and reminding you to know that things are not meant to be rushed. They happen in divine timing. And I know we all hate to hear divine timing, right? But the truth is that is very much the feminine way. Knowing the key with femininity and the energy of feminine and what's really showing up right now is trust. Your higher self is asking you to trust in yourself, in your idea, in the knowing that it is going to happen. Now, keep in mind that part of this is, when we're talking about the energy of something blooming, or like even something in the divine feminine, like womb, right? Where you're growing something like a human being. Same concept. You still have to feed it. You feed yourself, right? And it grows naturally. This is the same concept. Think of, you're going to feed this opportunity. You're going to feed yourself with this beautiful idea and movement towards it, not in a forceful way, but in a flowy way. And it's going to feed this new idea, this new life, this new opportunity that you want to make happen. And it is going to happen. The biggest thing is that it just needs time to mature and grow. So give it time. And also in this time, give yourself permission to be okay with being in the in-between. So funny, because I pulled a card for myself this morning, and this is very much a message that I also got for myself, and it's just now coming through. It is the message that you're meant to hear regardless, is that sometimes when we begin something new, we leave, right? We're leaving, maybe not completely, but we're beginning to shift ourselves, our environment, our actions, into aligning ourselves to the future version of who we want to be and who we're going to be. but we're no longer who we used to be, and we're not quite who we want to be. The highest version, the thing that we can see in our future. We're in that in between, that, like I said, the void in the very beginning. We're in that space of, sometimes it's viewed as uncertainty, but what it really is meant to be is this opportunity for you to really expand and trust yourself, trust in divine timing, trust that what is meant for you will not escape you as long as you are making small movements, right? In our 3D world, we have to, part of our soul contract, being here on earth, is that we understand to truly manifest something, we have to begin to embody it. And part of embodying that manifestation is doing and believing and taking action. And so this is really asking you to nurture what's growing, know that it's growing, know that right now you're in the void, the in-between, or you're about to enter it, right? If you haven't yet, this week you're going to get the ideas, the knowings of what you're meant to do, and you're going to begin doing that. And when you get into this in-between zone, your higher self really wants you to trust and open yourself up to love, because love is the highest version of trust. When you love someone or love something and you truly love it, unconditionally love it, it is full trust, because when you love something, there is no guarantee that you'll be returned that level of love that you're also giving. And so there is a level of trust that you have to give with true love. And the message here is to love yourself enough to trust this is going to work out. And that it's very important for you to have that level of trust. Part of the second message was really about trust. How do we trust ourselves? How do we trust our vision? How do we trust our highest purpose? And even I've been doing this channel for about a year and a half, and it's not quite growing as fast as I want it to, right? As fast as I feel like it should be. And I've also got to slow myself down and remind myself that in nature, in the divine mother sort of like energy, that divine feminine energy, everything flows in the right time. You can't rush a baby growing, right? You can't say, grow faster, I want you to grow faster. It takes 9 months to grow a baby, like no matter what you do. And this is sort of like the same concept, is that right now what you're doing is you're growing something really beautiful, or you're about to. Whether it's your life, whether it's your career, whether it's a new career, whether it's growing in knowledge, whether it's growing through doing something you're passionate about. Right now you're in the growth phase, and you've got to trust in yourself. Trust that you are being guided. Trust that you know what you're meant to be doing. Trust in your idea. Trust in your inner knowing, because your higher self comes through, and the message I get is that you either really just, you get an idea or like a knowing. It's like a download. You just know something. When someone knows something, when they get that clear knowing, sort of like intuitive sense, those are easier to like sort of chop up as, well, maybe it was just an idea I had. And ideas are actually, believe it or not, they're divine downloads. Many times these ideas that we get, these little things that we have, they are part of our divine downloading team. But we have to learn to trust it and to move forward with it, to ask ourselves, how did it feel in my body when I had that idea or that clear knowing? Did it feel exciting? Did it feel expansive? How did it feel? And you're gonna know if it's the right thing to do. Now, one of the things that I was told to really talk about right now is the word devotion. Your higher self wants you to really be devoted to yourself, devoted to your happiness, devoted to your joy, devoted to what is calling you right now. And they want me to make a distinction between commitment and devotion. In a very, like in the masculine and 3D world, sometimes we hear a lot of like, you need to be committed to your goals, committed to your thing. Commitment has a sense of obligation. Commitment is very like masculine in even like the energy that it gives off. It is an obligation. Obligations are heavy. Obligations are things we should do. I should do this. I should do that. It's an external expectation that's been placed on us. Maybe it's been placed on us by ourselves. Maybe it's been placed on by society at large, by our family, our friends, by whatever, but it comes with the word should do. And it feels very forceful. It feels forceful when we do it. And your higher self wants you to really shift into the words and the vibration of devotion. rather than commitment. Devotion is feminine energy. Devotion is flowy. Devotion is a choice. You're making a choice each day, every moment, to be devoted to it. And also what I love about devotion is that if you fall out of alignment for a week or two, right? Maybe you get busy, maybe something happens. There's not as much like shame wrapped around giving yourself a moment of break, right? Because part of the feminine nature is that it isn't constant pressure. It is a movement of forward and then a release of that. If you think of like the ocean right now, I'm seeing like waves in an ocean where you have a forceful wave that pushes and then it kind of recedes a little bit, right? This is sort of like the same energy of the flowy energy of devotion, is that you'll have push and you'll have receding. And this is very natural and there should be no shame or guilt around that. This is part of what devotion is that you just keep showing up. You show up because you choose to. It feels very light. It is what you want to do. It's like want to is the word that I'm getting with the word devotion. And it's very like alive. And so the key with this is it makes you feel alive inside. Is that whatever it is you choose to be devoted to, choose the words devotion. Like I actually wrote a long time ago, probably about 6 months ago, I wrote out this little get to know me on Instagram and I put down devoted to my higher self because I want to be devoted to my highest version of who I'm supposed to be, the highest version of what I agreed to in this lifetime. Because in our lifetime, we're given different paths. We have like the expected path. Like if we don't really do a whole lot, we'll likely go down this trajectory just based on who we are. And then there's like this second path that's like maybe a little bit higher elevated. And if we listen to our intuition ourselves just a little bit and trust ourselves just a little bit, we'll be here. And then there's many different versions of that. And there's the highest, most aligned version that if I am expressed in the most authentic way, if I connect in with myself in the most beautiful way, this is the direction, this is the level, this is the peak of what I am meant to achieve. And when you hit that peak, it may change. You may rewrite some soul contracts, but this is the key energy with this, is that you want to be devoted to yourself and your highest purpose, your highest happiness. Because believe it or not, happiness and joy is a key indicator of soul's purpose. What brings you happiness? What brings you joy? What makes you feel alive? When you do something, when you read something, when you learn something, when you're talking about something, when you're in motion with something, it makes you feel peaceful and happy and joyful. This is a key indicator. This is where you're supposed to be. Now, that doesn't come without fear. Many times our highest aligned path comes with a push, right? Comes with a bit of a stretch of who we are. It gets us out of our comfort zone because we are here to grow. As souls, we are a soul having a human experience. We're a soul that has had many different human experiences. And so we are meant to grow. Know that whatever your highest purpose is, your highest aligned path will make you grow. And there might be moments of uncomfortableness, but it's like this uncomfortable but also excited energy. So this is the thing that they wanted you to know, is that they want you to shift from commitment to devotion, from have to want to type of energy. And ultimately knowing that it is going to work out. It will take time, because anything in nature, anything that happens in a very feminine way does take time to cultivate. And know that in this time that you're beginning to start and uncover and lead down the direction that is of your highest calling, it's okay to pivot. It's okay to redirect. It's okay. Just because you shift doesn't mean that you're out of alignment, doesn't mean that the previous efforts were lost. Many times those previous efforts are there because it needs to happen for you to get to that next level, to pivot in the other direction. Nature is not a straight line. If you look at any creek or river or anything, it doesn't move in a straight line. It isn't like from here to there. It goes from here to over here, then it heads over this way, and then it goes this direction. And this is part of that feminine flowy energy, is knowing that over time, you're going to pivot, you're going to shift, you're going to learn something that makes you go this direction, that direction, shift just a little bit. And that is all exactly perfectly timed. Understand that it is part of your journey, part of the journey of achieving your most aligned path. Right now, you are being asked to grow into the most authentic version of yourself. And know that it's okay to change and reinvent that version, right? For us to grow, we have to reinvent ourselves. We don't have to, but many times we do. Sometimes we reinvent our look, the way we interact with other people. We reinvent our career. We reinvent ourselves. And this is part of that beautiful process. It's part of nature. So it's totally happening. And ultimately, the message that your higher self wants you to know is that you are love. Devoting yourself to your highest purpose, you are saying, I love myself enough to do this. I love myself enough to try. And that it is a deep devotion to self-love. Okay, what a beautiful message. I really hope this helps you. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm sending you a ton of love. If you enjoyed this video, hit a thumbs up down below. Put a message on what really resonated for you. I would love to hear what part of this message really stood out, because the truth is in any message, maybe not all of it is for you, but there are going to be key moments where you're like, oh my gosh, that really that got louder, that felt so embodied. This is exactly what I needed to hear, and there has to be something here for you, or else your higher self would not have led you here. And if you really loved it, I would love for you to join my collective by subscribing. So if you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button down below. I think it's right there. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Sending you a ton of love. Bye.